Zviri kunzi izvoni General Chiwenga has begun flexing his muscle mushure mekunge retired Lieutenant General Winston Sigauke Mapuranga avo vabuda pachena vachitaura against Temba Muliswa vachitaura kuti zvinhu zvawakuita izvi zvichakonzeresa uvhiyo, ukaramba uchienderera mberi usiri kutsurwa uchava dangerous kumberi kwatiri kuenda nekuda kwezvimwe zvinhu zvakaitwa naTemba Muliswa zvakanga zvisingafungidzirike kuti zvinozokwanisa kuitika mushure mekunge Temba Muliswa aclaima kuti mini Baloyi Chiwenga ndiye munhu ari kubuditsa information kuMilitary Intelligence Department. Zvinova zviri zvinhu zvakakonzeresa nyonga kusvikira Baloyi Chiwenga abviswa position yanga ari naEmmerson Mnangagwa, zvichireva kuti Emmerson Mnangagwa akateerera kuudzirwa kwaakanga achiitwa naTemba Muliswa. But according to the document randakabata pano riri kuuya richitaura richiti Chiwenga has began flexing his muscle. Retired Lieutenant General Winston Sigauke Mapuranga has sharply rebuked former Noto legislator Temba Muliswa, warning him against misinterpreting proximity to power amid intensifying opposition to the President Emmerson Mnangagwa's reported push to extend his rule to 2030 political biograph book. In a strong-worded public statement, Mapuranga, one of several former senior military figures, now voicing concern, dismissed Muliswa criticism of retired officers opposing the proposed extension. Muliswa has been an outspoken supporter of the plan, again critics are counting instability. You are a politician, your familiarity with the soldiers does not make you a soldier, Mapuranga said, accusing Temba Muliswa of overstepping into matters of military echoes and command. Your proximity to power does not qualify you to lecture men who spend their entire adult lives in the uniform. The exchange comes amid growing tension within Zimbabwe's political and military circles following a petition submitted to the parliament last week by the retired Air Marshal Henry Muchena. The petition, reportedly backed by the war veterans and former commanders, challenged the move they say would undermine the constitution and betray the principle of liberation struggle. At the center of dispute is the proposed constitutional amendment, Bill number 3. whose principles were recently approved by cabinet. The amendment seeks to extend Emmerson Mnangagwa's tenure beyond his current final term and lengthen the lifespan of parliament. A move critics argue contravenes constitutional provisions. Ndofunga muri Zimbabwe mangozvinzwira ndo nyaya dzakanga dzichiitika pakati paMapuranga naTemba Muliswa. Zviri kunzi iye Temba Muliswa kutamba kwaanoita nemasoja zvireve kuti iye amusoja. Dzimwe nyaya dzinofanira kunge dzichimujamba ndokukomberana kuri kuitawo mukuru. But Temba Muliswa akanga achitaura against mawo veterans ayo nema retired soldiers vakanga vanyora chitsamba ichienda kuparliament vachitaura nyaya yekuti aiwa nyaya yebhiu raEmmerson Mnangagwa iri maakutozama kuda kukanganisa ka hamusi kuona here kuti maakudzima history yenyika muri kuzama kuita sei. Saka ndo pari kubvira nyaya idzi. So mukaona vanhu vakudai so zvinhu izvi zvine kumwe kwazvaakuenda zvaakutotyisa. Tinokutendai nekuteerera kwenyu kukuru pano pachivhitivhiti. Tichakusiyai makateerera kubva kumakomrades ari pano.
Going to leave this with Mr. Mafa. Okay, let's get on to Mr. What's his name? Mr. Tendai Biti. Tendai Biti is a very good leader. He can lead very well, but sometimes he contradicts himself about whatever is like coming up on the money wise. He likes money very much, and once he likes money, that's fine. And also he appoints people who are not very educated to represent him overseas, and he knows he can control those people, which is not okay. A citizen person, he should not be controlled by one person. We don't want that. Who did I left? I don't know who I left. Okay. Now, let's go back to the area of what Divine was saying, regardless from this other guy was like talking with him. I'm taking you out of the system of whatever we're discussing. I heard when they were talking, Divine was contradicting himself too a little bit, but let's look at what Americans did when it was 1980. They brought a lot of money for students going abroad and try to go to some universities and all that. They did not say the money has to come back. They did not need to come to the country and do some business or anything. They were just bringing lecturers, and the other guys were going overseas and they come back and then took the jobs. Like one in Ziambe was one of the students on that particular project. But they did not, Americans did not say we want our money back. And when someone was saying, Americans, they give money and because they want to come and see exactly what you're doing and they take over. That can be done like now with Trump. When Trump was saying we want to give you something like for the health, we don't need Trump's money at all. Whatever they helped us when Mugabe was there, that was then. But right now, when Trump is coming in as a president of the United States and he wants to give us money for health, we don't need it. We really don't need it, even though we know we are not good on the on our health side. If at all people are very straightforward and they're not doing the dilly dallying and all that, they could get a lot of money from diamonds. They could get money from gold and save their nation on the health side. But I don't know what is happening in there, our gold or whatever, what is happening and so forth. Maybe it's a third session on who is going to be running, and then maybe concentrate more into health side. Um, Let me give it credit. I'm not talking in terms of where do I belong to. I'm not talking about that. What is happening back in Zimbabwe? We want to see exactly what Mugabe has done. We want to see exactly what Mnangagwa has done. And we want to see what the other government, which is coming in, whether it's you who's coming in, and we want to tell you as citizens where we want you to concentrate on. But when we're saying somebody has done something good, I don't belong there. I'm talking about what he has done. And when someone is saying, I'm coming in and we nominate you, we tell you exactly as citizens of Zimbabwe where you're going to concentrate to. Manufacturing healthy. That's what we were going to tell you. But when we give a credit to somebody, don't point the finger on me and say, I'm a ZANU PF. Damn it. I'm not a ZANU PF. I'm talking of things which are happening right there back in Zimbabwe. What Mugabe has done, education. What Mnangagwa has done, maybe roads and young farmers going to the farming and all that kind of thing. He's done it. We give a credit on that. And then we want to see exactly what other the president who's coming. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you, Senior, who's going to be the president. Maybe it's you, Scott, who's going to be the president. Maybe it's you, Divan, who's going to be the president. What scripture are you going to give it to us as when you are going to be the president? What areas are going to focus on? Dilly dallying on shouting at each other all the time. Why don't you talk about what is going to happen if any of you gonna be the president of Zimbabwe? Where you gonna focus on? That's what we should debate on. Let's not debate about whatever somebody has done wrong, whatever somebody has done so wrong. Mugabe did this, Mugabe did that. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. Let's move on. Thank you.
Taxi driver, you go on.